Welcome to another episode of Pixels in the Attic. We're like, welcome to Wrexham, although less saving football, soccer and American, more saving computer games, minus the megastar, Rob McElhenney, and the other one no one knows the name of. I'm Woodensnail, the only snail you'll need, and my fellow Pixels are with me in the attic next to me. Who are they?
Once again, hard to freaking follow that. I'm Leness1. I like playing video games, and I play with Snail and Bond. The end.
I'm Bond. I'm the Rob McElhenney to Snail's Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, you know the other one.
Who doesn't know the other one?
I
Who
know
doesn't know
Rob
the other one?
McElhenney.
Bullshit.
The connection being that two of us are in Wales and there is an American.
True.
Intros.
Not that far from Wrexham. Maybe.
We're not that far from Wrexham, no.
We'll go up there and say hi to our pals, Robin. Wait, are they both Rob? No, Ryan. Ryan and Rob. See, I don't know the other one. I've forgotten him.
And I'm an R as well. See, it's another one. I'm Ross. So, Rob, Ryan, and Ross.
And I'm Richard.
You're Richard. See, it's perfect. I
And
thought
I'm
this through.
Alexis. Dang.
Yes.
I ruined it. I'm sorry.
Relax.
No. I thought this through. R-A-R.
Rar.
You thought this through,
So
did you?
Yeah, our initials.
Okay.
All right, you represent the and in the middle. But
There we go. Okay.
Oh.
I'm the link.
Wow.
you are the
The
link.
Ness has been relegated to an ampersand.
Don't be nasty, Bond. I'm the link. Okay.
Oh, sorry.
She's the glue.
I mean, if you're happy being an ampersand, you right ahead. Or twistily,
dear.
like a pretzel. Very
Don't
tasty.
let it
guys.
going.
This is not going well. You guys are
So what-
veering. Let's focus.
Focus.
I am focusing. What have we been up to since we last spoke? Bond, what have you been doing?
It's been so long because the first one got delayed so much, but I've been streaming and playing games. I think my favorite thing that I've done was I finally finished all of the Metal Gear Solid Xbox achievements from every Metal Gear game there is on Xbox. That was
That's
fun
crazy.
and frustrating.
achievement
and
whore.
fun.
He
Damn
is an
right.
achievement hall.
Mm-hmm.
Love them. Gimme.
What do you?
Yeah.
What about you, the Leness1?
So I'm going insane. I know this. Everyone's telling me. I have been on No Man's Sky. I am trying to capture as many bases as possible. And I go on this planet and I put a bunch of base computers so no one can build on it, and then I move on to the next one. So now I'm just going back to them and creating houses and amazing things. But yes, I've lost my mind. That's what I've been doing.
It does sound slightly
So,
crazy.
does this podcast going to turn into an intervention? Is that what's happening?
It is an intervention
I
already.
mean,
Yes.
like,
We love you,
yeah.
but you need
Uh-huh.
to put the No Man's Sky down.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Play
There's new
play
games.
First Descendant with Snail.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's new games to play. What has Snell been up to? I wonder.
Yeah, what
Um,
has Snail been up to? He's talking in third
yeah.
person. So Ross, what have you been up to?
Well, I finished The Last of Us Part 1, which I quite enjoyed. It's a beautiful game. I'm slightly confused why they're making the Part 2 remastered rather than a Part 3, because the current Part 2 has been enhanced anyway. So I don't know what they're going to make different. But anyway, but I've enjoyed that. I've played lots of newish games. I've gone back to No Man's Sky and done some amazing little things. I've said goodbye to FIFA, ready for FC 24 on Friday. A bit of Liza P, a bit of The First Descendant this week, and enjoying my favourite game at the moment, The Expanse. That's what I've been doing.
FIFA,
Nice.
that might have been since we last recorded. You hooking me on that drug.
It wasn't my fault. There's no
Yes, it
evidence of
was.
this.
hey, can you just get on here real quick? It's like, literally like a drug dealer. Hey, you want to try a bit? It's free for the first bit. And then
Yep.
it's a little bit more. And a little bit more.
Yep.
And now I'm up until 5 a.m. on my phone opening packs. Like an addict. Just one more. Just a little bit more. Yeah. Just one more. Ooh.
So 2 interventions. There's
Two interventions that they needed here. Am I the only sensible one here?
Oh, please.
You're the dealer.
You
I'm the
talk in third
ringleader.
person, and you're always telling us to play these games. You're the dealer.
I am the dealer. Oh, that's quite scary. I've just pictured myself in one of those giant coats with lots of games in the pockets, and I open up the coat and show you what
I
I've
hope
got
you're
to
wearing
offer.
clothes under there.
I might be not.
Oh boy.
Just start flashing us and it'd be like, wait, where do I look? The games or the
It's a giant flasher Mac, just full of games. What upcoming things are we excited for? Anything you've got your eyes on in the coming weeks, months?
Well, I think we've touched on one already. FC24.
Mm-hmm.
It comes out. It's probably already out by the time this episode goes out. But
Avatar.
Avatar. Interesting.
Yeah.
I like all those
it's
things.
It's really cool. And it's Ubisoft.
And it's Ubisoft. That's correct.
Mm-hmm.
One of the games I was looking forward to has been delayed till next year.
Which is?
Alone in the Dark.
Really?
Yeah. They didn't want to
genuine.
fight with Spider-Man and Adam Awake. But, you know. So Adam Awake's coming out.
Yeah, I
It's
saw
only
that.
been
It looks interesting.
14
I
years.
think I might actually play that one.
It does look very good. I just hope that it is as good as it looks in the tin.
Mm-hmm.
Avatar does look cool. I'm a little bit, with it being Ubisoft and the look of what they've shown, it does look like it's just going to be Blue People Far Cry, but the world looks Far Cry Smurfs edition. But the world looks much more vibrant than any Far Cry game. Well, I guess 3 was pretty vibrant, but completely, Far Cry is rooted in reality and Avatar is not, so.
And then Party Animals. Wasn't that the other one you were looking forward to, Ross? Party Animals?
Party Animals?
You talking about that little one with the little dog on the cover?
Yeah, so cute.
It's coming to Game Pass Day 1.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh,
nice.
Yes, I'll be very happy.
I'm going to play that.
I'm looking forward to a game that isn't even new.
Okay.
I think the thing I'm most looking forward to is the Metal Gear Solid Master Collection Volume 1 on October 24th. So I can play Metal Gear Solid 1. It's got Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, 3, as well as the original Metal Gear 1 and 2, along with their alternate versions of Metal Gear 1 and 2. But the main one I'm looking forward to is Metal Gear Solid 1. It's been 20 years since I played that game, probably. And I love that game. It's just really hard to find anything to play it on. And now I can play it for achievements, hopefully.
Yeah.
There's a lot of remastered stuff coming back, isn't there? Now they've announced Tomb Raider 1 to 3 being remastered coming next year. Is that coming on Valentine's Day?
Yes. They don't damn well what they're doing with that.
Yeah.
The 11-year-old kid definitely thought of Lara.
Oh, Lara.
And then, then Lords of the Fallen, which I think Bod said that it's remastered. They've only had that one game. Glad they remastered
it's not a
it.
remaster. It's a reboot.
A reboot.
It's a completely different game.
I'm glad they have. I'm glad they rebooted it. It was obviously.
I enjoyed the original one. It was like an easier Dark Souls. It was a Dark Souls that didn't want me to suffer as much.
There have been lots of games that have come out recently. So we got Starfield come out to much celebration, criticism, celebration, depending which side of the bridge you're on.
It's a good game. Yeah, it's got, so when you play that game, kind of I think it was kind of what you were complaining about No Man's Sky, where there's not really direction of where to go. You kind of have to stumble upon it. But it's beautiful. Like the planets are amazing. They tried to place it more in reality than No Man's Sky, that's for sure.
Yeah, I spent the first hour collecting everything I could and then not being able to walk because I can't carry
Exactly.
everything that I
Because
pick
you're
up.
too heavy.
Yeah. But then I made the mistake of dropping it all in front of me and then not being able to get through a door because now I was swamped with all the stuff I'd picked up.
Oh, no.
That was my first interaction with it. It is beautiful, but it's not No Man's Sky.
No. I killed somebody.
You killed somebody.
I killed somebody in a ship that I was trying to steal.
I thought we were talking about video games.
Yeah. No, not in real life. I don't talk about that. The lawyers, you know. But
there's a legal case ongoing.
I killed somebody in a ship that I wanted to take, and the body just stayed there. So it's like, where's the cleanup crew on this? But yeah, it was really awkward trying to talk to somebody and the dead body's still on the floor and they're still talking to you. It's like, you don't see that? You want to talk about it?
Nope. Don't want to piss you off. We're just going to pretend like, if you don't bring it up, I won't bring it up.
Yeah, they just didn't see it.
Yeah, Starfield, like, I played for an hour. I'm sure it gets better later on, but that beginning is really, really slow.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, I found it slow. But I think it's trying to teach you too much too quickly, maybe.
That too. It's just like bombards you with so much information. I'm like, if there's a quiz tomorrow, I'm getting an F. I don't know what you just told me.
Yeah. So if you go back to what we talked about last time, where we're talking about great intros, and I mentioned obviously the Star Wars game, and then you look at what they've done here. And walking through a mine very slowly with a weapon that I don't know how to use, listening to some lady and bloke talk to me about mining for 10 minutes wasn't the best intro.
Or I thought it was really weird. You got to the point where you're waiting for those dudes to drill through the wall and nobody's even talking. You're just standing there. I'm like, why wasn't this just ready drilled when we got here?
Yeah.
Why are we all
what
just
have you been up
standing
to?
here? It seems unnecessarily wasted time.
Are you getting paid? It's probably a union thing.
Could be a union thing. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then this week we've got 2 games come out on Game Pass. Sorry.
What's that? No. I want to know the games coming on Game Pass. What is that?
So this week we've had Liza P come out, and obviously we've got Payday coming out. Both to Game Pass straight away, much to the hate of PlayStation, I guess, because I'm having to pay for those things.
They get some stuff. They got a Stray Day one.
They got what now?
They got a Stray Day one. And their subscriptions are Stray, the kitty game. Meow.
Meow.
Meow, 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 meow.
I'm not as excited for Stray that I was for Lies of P.
Wow. Bond has left the call.
Look what you did. What the hell?
Look what I did. Yeah. And I raise you Starfield.
Yeah, Liza P looks interesting, but the patience required for those Souls-like games is not something I think I have anymore.
I watched Glad play through. He put 100 hours into the game. I think he said it was 60 or 70 hours for the actual campaign, and then the rest of it's been exploring and testing stuff for a new light game that you can do once you finish the campaign. But it does look beautiful, and the stuff you can pick up and the builds you can do does look really entertaining. But he said he was surprised at how easy it was until he got part way through, and then suddenly the difficulty ramped up, and that's that Souls-like bit, isn't it? You're talking about, Bond.
Yeah, probably. We're just gonna kill you now repeatedly until you get good. Oh, thanks.
Yeah,
you're welcome.
It's all about learning patterns for that type of game.
Well, yeah. Learn the patterns, learn to dodge and parry or whichever it is in that game, and then repeat enough times until you win.
Yeah, that doesn't look exciting.
It doesn't look exciting.
Yeah, I don't know.
You want to play as? Don't you play as Pinocchio, or Pinocchio's in it?
We are Pinocchio, aren't we?
You are Pinocchio. Yeah. there
You
go.
are? Is that the whole thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I grow my nose really long and poke people with it?
No, but you've got a metal arm and you can swing things around and hit people with it.
I sound more like Geppetto.
I don't remember Pinocchio doing that.
It's loosely based on the original story.
It's the deleted scenes of the Disney version where he went nuts and just murdered everybody.
Mm.
It looks like Dorian Gray. That's what the lead character looks like to me.
Yeah, I suppose it's as if John Woo took Pinocchio and decided to make it into a more exciting film with slow-mos.
Okay.
Ah,
I think that's a good example, isn't it?
Gotta be a dove flying around somewhere if it's John
There's
Woo.
got to be a dove. Yeah, definitely. Just like my favourite Mission Impossible film, which Bond doesn't agree with.
Oh, which one?
No. Two.
2.
The
Oh.
one where they man-hug in mid-air after they crash on motorcycles.
Yeah, I just like it for the slow-mo dove. That's the best bit.
Bit. Just
Hilarious.
inexplicably blows a door open and a dove flies through. Like, okay.
It's clever. It's artistic license.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
You're talking about the Tomb Raider remasters. That's another game I'm very excited for because apparently I get excited for old games.
Yeah.
But that's another series like Metal Gear. I have all the achievements in. I gotta get all the new ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've got to get them all over again.
Yeah.
Mhm.
On the subject of Tomb Raider, what has been your favourite Tomb Raider of the series?
I've never played those original ones, I don't think, or I might have done a tiny bit, but don't remember much. But of the ones that I do remember, probably Rise of the Tomb Raider, which is the second
Nice.
one of the reboot trilogy.
Yeah. Interesting. So I did play the original, but I don't know where I played it.
I guess I technically played the original in Tomb Raider Anniversary, which was essentially the remake of that one.
So how many has there been? Has there been?
Oh god.
There's been a few, isn't there?
Well, it was 1, 2, 3. Then there was Last Revelations, I think, after that. There was 4. Then after that, did they do that Angel of Darkness one that damn near killed the series?
Yes, that was
Then-
awful. Then they did
then-
Legend.
Then they did Legend, which is the new reboot. Then
Yeah, it's the Anniversary,
Then
which
Underworld.
I quite enjoyed. Underworld is probably the best out of them, which is what,
I think I
2000?
Yeah, I think I
late
played
2000s?
Legend.
2008?
2008, I think.
Yeah.
I think I like Legend best of that trilogy.
Yeah, that's the one I played.
Hmm.
Honestly, I enjoyed it, but there was nothing that I actually remember about it except for the fact that I played it. Nothing redeeming
Yeah.
about it, I guess.
I really enjoyed. I mean, I enjoyed all of them. And then after Underworld was the reboot trilogy with the Lara that gets stabbed more times than some girl in a horror movie. Torture porn Lara.
I played the first one on PC, I think.
Really? Oh.
Yeah, I think it was PC and PS1 was where you could play those.
Yeah. And I remember playing one on the Dreamcast. God, that must be... What's that,
That was
about
a bit ago.
2006, 2005, was that?
Yeah.
Was that even earlier?
Dreamcast was late 90s, wasn't it?
Was it late 90s?
Mm.
Oh, it probably was then. That's probably going to be 98, 99 maybe? I'm trying to think when I had a Dreamcast.
Tomb Raider Chronicles was on the Dreamcast in 2000. 15th of December 2000 for us.
Wow.
I mean, the 360 came out in 2005, so...
Yeah, it did. That's mental. Time flies in gaming years, but Lara is
Mhm.
still Lara.
Yep. Yeah, and then Rise and then Shadow, which... I thought that whole trilogy was good.
Hmm.
Different, but good.
Yeah. I'm watching somebody at the moment play the Anniversary Collection again on hard.
Nice.
It is quite entertaining because it gives me PTSD about the movements of Lara when the camera changes, and you're like, no, Lara, grapple, no, hold on, why have you jumped that way?
Yeah.
And then you
Look,
fall from the ceiling and die. Yeah.
the thing with the remaster 2 is I think they said you're going to be able to switch between the old graphics and the new graphics like on the fly.
Yeah.
So like the Halo games remasters did. So I wonder how many
Interesting.
people are going to make clips of just like going from triangle boobs to roundy boobs like as fast as they can.
That's
Probably.
hilarious. There's gonna be tons of those.
Yeah. And she's hardly changed her clothes in the years.
It's a good outfit. I mean, you can do everything. I'm just saying, like, you're not gonna put on a dress. You're not gonna change it up. This works, you know.
I mean, she wore that black cocktail dress in Legend when she went to Shanghai or
Oh,
whatever, right?
that's true. Yeah, that's true.
She definitely wore scuba gear in Underworld at some points, and
Yes, that's the reason I liked Underworld was the water.
it was difficult traversing it underwater sometimes.
But it was beautiful
It was.
for the time. I know things have changed. Graphics have improved.
Yeah. The other game I'm looking forward to, which is something else I've been doing since the last time we recorded, actually. Still coming back to me. Was playing the original Insomniac Spider-Man game. With Insomniac 2 coming out.
Yeah, Spider-Man 2 coming.
In October. I think it's going to be fun. And I saw an article today that because you can play as Miles and Peter in that one, and when you're playing as Peter, you can Miles just doesn't disappear. When you're swinging around the city, you might see him out doing Spider-Man-y things. You might see him fighting crime or just swinging around, or you might not. But
that's interesting. I'm curious about how that interaction is going to be.
Yeah, and vice versa. If you're playing Miles, you might see Peter out and about doing Spider-Man things instead of just not existing like most games would probably do.
Yeah, it is an amazing open world, isn't it? I've seen you play the first one again, and the size of the map is actually quite large, and the traversal through the city was quite impressive.
Oh my god. Can I bring something up? Did you so for No Man's Sky, you could basically walk all over the place. So bringing it back to Starfield, one of the funniest things I heard about was that people complained that you could not walk the whole planet in one shot. Like you actually had to like move from one location to the other via the map rather than actually walking to it. So somebody spent like 2 hours before they figured out that they couldn't go past the invisible wall. That was hilarious.
It is full of invisible walls.
Yeah, that was hilarious because that guy he was gonna do it. He was gonna walk the whole planet.
There was somebody that flew to Pluto without fast traveling, and they were able to.
Really?
Took them 7 hours or something.
I've seen some really interesting ships people have built.
Yeah.
The one I was talking to Bond about, where he built, basically it was a couple of lines with a big hole in the middle. And because the AI is designed to shoot the middle of your ship, there is no middle to his ship. So the AI kept flying through the center of it, which meant you couldn't get damaged.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Like a wireframe ship.
Yeah, I'm gonna try that.
Gonna try that. But I'm enjoying my No Man's Sky. How's Ness brought No Man's Sky back round in a full circle?
I don't know. She's very tricksy.
Very tricksy.
Speaking of other space games, maybe you're looking forward to playing this First Descendant beta, right? Well, you have done already.
I've turned on First Descendant. So I didn't know it was coming out as a beta. I'd heard that. I think I'd seen the advert somewhere because the advert was familiar when I showed it to. Well, I put it in the chat to show you guys. But this morning I was doing my usual scour through Twitch and found Chevy playing the First Descendant, and literally it had just gone live. So I downloaded it and had a peek. It is very Anthem-esque in its movement meets Destiny meets the other game,
Outriders.
From a shooting perspective.
Interesting.
Yeah, beautiful movement, and it is a beta, so there's a couple of it's only part of the game, so it's not like the full game, but it's 3 sections of the game, and there's part of the story you can play through. None of it saves through to the main game when it comes out. Apparently it's coming out this year, but this was a test to see, because it's live till the end of the weekend, to see if they can handle the capacity, and it's had no downtime so far, which is impressive for a game to come out as beta and had no downtime. But I showed Bond a bit of it earlier. It is beautiful, beautiful surroundings.
The gameplay reminded me of Outriders. The character models sort of Anthony, and then the world reminded me of Final Fantasy.
Yeah, it is a Korean game, so that should give you a hint of the type of modeling you'll probably get in it.
Yeah,
gotcha. I loved Outriders. I thought it was such a good game. I mean, it's not like it's basically a button smasher, but I still enjoyed it.
Yeah, whereas I find so that you can compare it to Outriders from the shooting style, because you're in that sort of third person shooting stance, although you don't feel like you are.
Okay.
And it's very much more precise in the way you shoot, and the movement is so free, with the rolling, dodging, double jumpy. I can use a grapple and grapple my way across to things. That's what reminds me of the Anthem side of things. You can do multiple movement styles to suit how you play, and each character you play is slightly different in the way they move around. A lot of the characters remind me of Destiny bits, and listening to people speak about it today, there was lots of, in Destiny you can do this, and this is similar to Destiny, and there's a character that can put a bubble up, which I found quite entertaining. Also can do walls. And funny enough, they were using void energy.
Really?
There was no rip-off at all, was there?
No, not even a little bit.
No, I don't
Somebody
think
got
so.
hired. Somebody got hired. That's what happened.
Someone got hired. Yeah, that's probably where the Destiny team went. They went and made other games.
Mm-hmm.
Well, in fact, they did.
within the same studio.
Yeah.
And we got the final Expanse episode coming out on Friday. I've absolutely loved that series. I've never played. Well, I probably played a bit of a Walking Dead game, but I've never played a Telltale series game so intently as this one. It helps that I enjoyed TV series, but I found the game to be captivating in story and in movement gameplay. It's been brilliant. The fact you can change a story to how you want it has added to it, I think. And lots of people have come in and watched me play it. So
Yeah, you said that it was kind of like a continuation of the show, right?
it's a prequel to the show.
Oh.
So if you've not seen The Expanse, then this gives you how we got there. So you're playing it before the TV show starts. And what I'm starting to surmise, how the TV show starts is how this is going to end. So it's literally a tie-in to the TV show.
Yeah, if you've never watched it, that's a really good show to watch. You can't. I think after the 3rd episode, you kind of start really kind of gauging the characters and stuff. My favorite character was actually Drummond and Amos, but I also liked Bobby. Bobby was pretty cool.
Yeah, Drummer was my favorite character. So playing her as a character in a game and having her speak to me throughout has been fantastic. Because
she does have a great voice. Yeah, she really does. You hear her in real life, though, you're like, what happened?
Isn't it like that with actors and actresses? They don't sound like they do in real life.
When she goes in the game, she's like, hello. And then in real life, she's like, oh my God, I was like so excited. Please stop talking.
It's like Adele all over again.
It's like I've seen a few videos of Nolan North doing like his voices, but like rattling them off where he just switches between them all. That's crazy. Like, oh, I'm Deadpool, now I'm Rick Toffin, now I'm Nathan Drake, now I'm whatever else he's played, damn near everything. and it's just like mid-sentence just switches. It's like, how? Witchcraft.
Witchcraft. It's witchcraft, I say.
Yes. Burn him at the stake.
I could do a mean Russian for every
Oh, no.
accent, though. Unfortunately.
Well, you do a bit of British one, which is Mary Poppins.
I forgot to take my gloves off.
Exactly. See, Mary Poppins, everybody.
Bit more Oliver Twist.
Welcome in, Mary.
I was actually trying to mimic you there, Ross, but
Oh.
I guess I could use some work on it. I'll work on it.
Funny enough, I found as I was scouring, as you do on the internet, I found a lady called Anna who plays the mother in Plague Tales, and this is another voice that doesn't match the person, because in Plague Tales they've got a slightly French accent because it's a French-based game, because we're in France. Funny enough, not to be a spoiler to the game. But finding her in real life playing games and then listening to her speak, she's the voice actress in lots of games, which I didn't even know. So she was in Final Fantasy's new version. She was also in the new Baldur's Gate. She's in lots of games and been in some TV shows. So it's quite interesting. But entertaining enough today, she was given a hat to wear by the lady that plays the main character in Plague Tales, which is a rat hat. So she was wearing a rat on her head for the majority of the beginning of stream, which I found hysterical when I turned around and noticed it. It's a cartoon rat head, I might add.
No, real rat
Very
head.
funny.
An actual dead rat on her head. Got it.
No, not an actual dead
That's
rat.
what I
no, no.
saw.
Actual
That's what I
dead
saw.
rat. 2v1. Actual dead rat. Did you guys see the new PlayStation covers, plates, whatever you want to call them?
I have special plates on my PlayStation.
Yes.
Look at
You see
you.
yours, because you got D-brand ones. They brought out a competitor to the official Spider-Man ones.
Yeah.
It looks pretty swanky.
I like the idea, but I don't know if I like the idea. That's a bit of a contradiction in terms.
What do you mean?
I think my PlayStation is better without the plates that came with it on. I found the PlayStation an ugly console. I do like it now. It's in black with pink lights. Although seeing the Xbox bring out a version which are really bits of sticky tape.
Yeah, they're not sticky tape. They're not like those other wraps. They're like panels that just like grip to it with like rubber or something. Yeah. And yeah, but the official ones that they announced, the Deep Earth collection, there's a red, a blue, and a silver. And the red and the blue are like the nicest versions of red and blue, in my opinion, that you can get. They're not like washed out, they're not super dark, they're like nice and bright and vibrant. And I just thought they look really cool. I won't be getting one because I got the Spider-Man ones, but the red in particular I thought were really nice.
Yeah. They're expensive, aren't they? Plates.
Yeah. I think they're like 60 quid for the plates. Or 40, no, wait, 45 I think for the plates.
Yeah.
Pounds.
So I think I spent nearly 60 on mine with the lights as well. And I gotta say, PlayStation, if you're listening, why don't you make it look pretty to start with? Why didn't it need some sort of flared arches like it's a boy racer car?
It's
you mean the little fridges? The little fridges?
It's color up.
Yeah,
I prefer the fridge, I think. At least the fridge blends in with my entertainment area, not this white color up PlayStation looks out of place. That doesn't sit on the little stand that you get with it. It rocks everywhere, and not like rocking in a good way. It doesn't have a guitar.
Yeah, both consoles look really weird to me lying down, so they don't look
It's
right.
so tall stood up.
Yeah,
Who's got a shelf that tall?
I do.
No, you would.
Sitting there looking all pretty. Look at it. Glorious. It's a good PlayStation. Yeah.
That is amazing.
Looking all pretty.
Aw.
But did you see, I forgot to put it in the doc, but stuff from the whatever lawsuit, FTC, blah, Xbox thing, where they showed or leaked their upcoming console mid-gen refresh plans?
No,
I've
tell
not
us
seen that.
more.
Oh, well, there's supposed to be next year 2 new consoles coming out that are basically just the S and the X again, but it's like a revised model. And the S looks exactly like it does now. I guess maybe it's smaller, I don't know, but it looks the same. The X doesn't have a disk drive, so I automatically lost all interest. But it's cylindrical.
Oh, interesting.
It looks like a fat Alexa.
Really?
I like it.
Huh.
Yeah.
And be careful saying that word around me because I have them in the room and they are slightly
The tablet.
murderous.
The tablet in front of me just lit up when I said it.
Mine has all got personalities, and there was one that phoned me and left me a 40-minute voicemail.
Was it just heavy breathing?
And I know
I said I was sorry.
It was silence.
Said I was
It was
sorry.
you, not Alexa.
It was an accident.
It randomly plays music, and I don't understand why. I didn't ask it to, but all of a
It's so
sudden,
hilarious.
I'll be walking along thinking, "What's that sound?" And down in the basement, there's music playing, and it's usually really eerie music, and I'm sure it's trying to wind me up. Yes, I've seen the picture. It is like an Alexa.
Yeah. I saw it and I was like, Xbox doing an assistant now? I was like, no, this is going to be the new Series X model. There's also a new controller coming out with it.
Hopefully they actually produce enough, not like what happened last time.
I doubt it. Is it any faster?
No, it's the exact same, but it has 2 terabytes instead of 1 terabyte, which should have been there to begin with. But it's got some improved Bluetooth, but like the actual like raw capabilities for gaming is the same. So
What's the point?
Uses less power, so it's be cheaper to run.
Oh, nice.
It has a USB-C port on the front, so I guess you'll be able to charge your controller for that. I don't know.
Yeah. They obviously looked at the controller and went, we've got to make it something good that people think they've got a PlayStation. I know. Let's just dip it slightly in some black paint and have some white paint over the front.
Ta-da!
I think the bottom. I think this bottom black stuff is grip. It looks textured.
It does look textured, but it does look like a rip-off version of a PlayStation controller.
It looks very close to a Nintendo Switch Pro controller in shape.
I can imagine this
ergonomics as Merlin, so
yeah.
I don't really. But the main feature in here that I think is good, with all the stick drift that you get with controllers, is that the thumbsticks on it are modular. So if your stick drifts, you can just pop it out, get a new one, pop it in, and have to get a whole new controller.
Sounds very good.
Nice.
Yeah, it reminds me of the Ford meeting where they went and decided new names for the UK Ford cars. And it was the Ford Focus Group, it was called. And they came up with 2 names. Focus and car.
I know.
So I can imagine that Xbox Group, Microsoft, was sat there going, right, got to think of a new console. Someone turn Alexa on. And let's have a look at the PlayStation that we've got over here. What can we improve on? And they went, well, let's make it look like Alexa, and let's make the controller look like PlayStation. And that was their meeting done.
Well, and now that it can connect to Alexa for some games, is kind of funny.
Oh yes, which was the scary game?
Too.
Dead Island, yeah.
Yeah, where you can whisper and kind of get the zombies all riled up. That was hilarious.
Yeah, I thought it was weird that one of the selling points of this controller. Obviously, this isn't like official, like promotional material. This was internal documents, but it says rechargeable and swappable battery. And I'm like, I already have that in my Xbox controller. What's new about that?
And it's not swappable though, is it? Because that looks like an Elite controller rather than
it's
the standard controller.
It's supposed to be replacing the standard one. It's the same price point as the standard controller.
So I wonder if they're going to use the Elite series battery in it, which is detachable in that particular version. So you can put
maybe.
normal batteries in if you want to. Maybe.
I just buy their plain charge kits and put them in.
That's the one thing I do like about the Xbox is the Elite controller, which works perfectly with a PC. But apart from that, it holds its charge so well. Apart from the fact the buttons break all the time, that's completely different. But it certainly holds its charge better than a PlayStation
same.
controller. And I hate batteries.
Yeah, that's why I have the packs. I have a little dock with 4 of them in there, and then just pop them out and throw them around. The Elite one mechanically lasted me a while, but the rubber grips on the side deteriorated after about 3 seconds. And then the Elite Series 2, the left bumper broke in under a month, and I was like, I'm done with these.
Yeah, I gave up on the first one.
2 bumpers.
I was really tempted to get a Design Lab ones, and I'm like, at what point am I just an idiot?
How many controllers have you got, Bond?
Shh.
How many you got, Bond?
Couple.
That wasn't a gust of wind. That was Bond.
Oh, I know what that was.
To me.
Come on.
There was no wind in the studio.
Most of them are unboxed on my channel. If you want to know, go give me some clicks.
We'll give some numbers.
A lot.
Over 20, Bond.
Probably.
No way.
Probably. Okay. Over 30, Bond.
That might be pushing it. Hang on, are we calling just Xbox or Xbox and PlayStation and Switch and 360 and...
Oh, wow.
I'm talking all controllers, Bond, because I know you've got more than 30.
Probably over 50 then.
Over 50 controllers.
If we're counting all systems, between the 360, the PS3, the PS4, the PS5, the Series X, the Xbox One, the Switch, Wii U.
And that's a lot of controllers.
Yeah. Everyone who's listening, this is how we determine someone has a problem. Yes.
You can talk, Mr. No Man's Sky.
Can I say that they're having to build a shed just to store Bonds boxes because they don't want to break them down and flat pack them because they've all got little plastic inserts. So they've had to build a storage shed just for boxes.
Being outed on the podcast.
Man.
I just found it highly entertaining.
You can totally erase this part, you know? No one will ever know.
Oh, yeah.
He's in charge.
Editor.
Yeah, you have the power.
Editor,
buddy.
Editor, don't rule this out. Keep it in.
We just talk
what
about
do they do on
the
things? They clap.
They clap? What? What are you talking about, Willis?
Yeah. Have you not seen these things when they're talking to the Redditor? I've seen plenty of recordings. And they speak to the Redditor and go, cut this out, and they clap because the noise of the clap is higher in the wave of the files, so they know where the spike is. And that's why they do it. Learn something new every day.
We'll just bring up controllers every 5 minutes.
It's just
can't cut that out.
The shed is just for storage in general because I don't have any really.
No.
Right.
So.
Right.
No, houses don't have much storage.
I want to score boxes. So, you know, when I do those unboxing videos, where do you think those boxes go? Right now, in a giant fort-like structure in my bedroom.
His bed is balancing on boxes.
Almost.
He's like, he's tucking in his controllers at night. Oh, come on, little guys.
Each one's got a name. Bobby and Timmy. That's as far as we went on names.
I didn't want to keep on going because Bond got real quiet.
Fine. I'm just plotting my revenge.
Oh,
plotting his revenge.
Noted.
Yeah. He's got his notepad out. It's noted.
I have lots of those too.
Oh boy.
And I bought a new one recently.
A notepad?
I use like one page. Yeah, I buy a notebook, use a page, and then buy a new one.
Okay.
Oh boy.
That seems weird.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Sometimes I use more, but there's so many cool ones.
Yeah, totally.
I got a PlayStation one the other day for 50p.
50 pence. 50 whole British pence.
Yeah, 50
Mm.
pennies. Sorry, no, I think it was 49 pennies, in fact.
Yeah.
Oh,
With
wow,
the
it's a
Queen's head
sale.
on, not the King's.
Ah,
Mm.
nice.
They're still not in circulation.
Well, they are in circulation, I think, but it's mainly the
I
Queen.
mean, it had
God rest her
nobody's
soul.
face on it because it was digital, but you know.
Oh, well, if you've enjoyed these revelations, please come back and listen to us again. We've been Pixels in the Attic.
Are we saying bye? Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everybody. Give us a listen.
All right, everybody. Now that they've gone, there is a little bit of extra stuff here for you guys to check out. They don't know I'm putting this in here, but I think you guys might find it funny. It's a fun little discussion right at the end after we signed off, and you know they outed me for my shed. So let's get to it.
Give us a listen.
They already did. They just did what? Give us a listen. You say that at the end?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you gotta say it.
What
at
do
the
you think they
beginning.
just did?
When in
Yeah.
Rome.
What did you think they
When in
just
Rome.
did?
Wait,
When
are we
in
still
Rome.
recording? Is Gary still recording, or is it Craig?
Craig.
Greg's
Gary.
recording.
Is it Craig? Is it Gary? Is it
Gary.
Craig?
It's Craig.
Is-
I'm
It's
still
Craig.
recording
Is
all
it-
of this.
This is his outtakes because this will be his revenge.
Don't say anything.